Hello, and welcome back to the MindTrek.net game server. This would be episode 30 of the Voyager Build out, but it's more or less just me checking out new settings for apps. Yeah, Minecraft, oh, excuse me, not Minecraft, but YouTube now supports video uploads of 60 frames per second. Not that I don't really understand all that stuff too well anymore, but what I figured I would do is I would record a video, and I did yesterday. I was on the server and I recorded some work that I was doing on cleaning up some vandalism that was done on the Enterprise C, and I just happened to catch those videos. I was going to delete them, and well, I'm going to look at them, see what that 60 frames per second looks like, and I got to admit, it looked really good. It was real smooth on my end, anyways. I don't know. I never converted them. I have not converted them, so or re-rendered them or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I figured I'd come through here real quick and shoot a bit of video of the Voyager here, and just call it episode 30. Kind of a hallmark for us. It's been a long haul. It's almost been 9 months, I believe, maybe 10, that we've been working on the Voyager here. And I was over at the Enterprise C, the TNG era version, not the Probert, and we were working on that about a year ago. And it's pretty interesting that how things, progress over a year. I would love nothing more than to tear into the Enterprise and Enterprise C and go back through and redo a lot of things, modernize it, you might say, but bring it up to current standards with the new builds, blocks that are available for building and stuff. But it's not going to happen, at least not anytime soon. Reason for that is, simply put, we have too many open projects, and the Enterprise is, it's not a closed project, but it's a project on hold. So, we want to finish up some of these first. The Voyager, of course, the Constellation, and the Warspite, the Norway class over here. I was working on it the other night as well, and there's the Voyager and her split up glory. M. Heller has been very busy on her. He has done a lot of work. And you can see here the layers that the ship has for decks and stuff. It's just amazing to come on here and see this thing all done up like this. But yeah, I think back to when we first started this and cleaning the hull and doing all the mundane stuff, thinking, well, this thing will never get done. It'll get done ish, but it's such a short amount of time it has come so far. And there have been so many people working on this. Mainly M. Heller, myself, DeBomb, iPanic was around for a while, Mad Squirrel, of course, and 4 or 5 other people have contributed. I'm sorry, again, I don't know everybody's name, but for those who have contributed and so on and so forth, thank you very much. I'm sure there's we have a list of them somewhere. I just haven't dug it up, so I don't know. Anywho, but you can see M's been really busy through here. I really love how he did this. I gotta say, that really came out nice. It looks good. It looks like it's a piece of equipment that belongs there. Maybe that's the poop recycler? I don't know. I know the ship has poop recyclers because, you don't eat fresh fruit all the time in space. You gotta recycle something. Yeah, I guess they call it the protein resequencer. Yeah, that's what it's called. Protein resequencer. The poop recycler. Just a nice word for it. So, what do we have for dinner tonight? Poop. What? Recycled poop. I'm gonna pass. Well, we can make it taste like anything. Damn, this is really good pizza. It's not pizza. But yeah, humor and stuff aside, it's not that that was funny in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, you come through here and you look at some of the stuff we've done, and this phaser strip, all this stuff was, this is trial and error stuff, for the longest time. What's a phaser strip look like? I have no idea. Now we do. A pretty good idea what a phaser strip looks like. And, it's going to probably be the new standard for phaser strips. What's a atmosphere pump look like? Oh, there it is. What's an airlock look like? Well, this is one variant. So on and so forth. These are structural integrity fields, inertial dampeners, cargo bays. Love these cargo bays. This ship has a lot of a lot of room for cargo bays on it. I mean, big cargo bays. Now, the warspite over here, I didn't think big enough for it. I might redo some of its lower sections, actually, to use up some of the god-awful amount of space that's on board this vessel, and just turn it into a big cargo deck like this one here is on the Voyager. But yeah, let's buzz on over here real quick and drop down here. Whoops, I guess I better hit the... Whoops, that may not have been it. Let's try that one. There we go, the Gamma Bright. Good old Gamma Bright. Gotta love Gamma Bright. Gamma Bright. If you don't have Gamma Bright, get Gamma Bright. It makes going through these ships a lot easier because there's not a lot of light on these ships. Well, there is, but some of the older builds, like the Enterprise D, doesn't have any, so, or it has limited amounts. Ooh, that's a potential hazard waiting to happen. Sand drop, not good. We're gonna have to pay extra close attention when M remerges these things, that all the sand and all that stuff that's up here is still where it's supposed to be when the ship is rejoined and stuff. Oh, these are atmosphere processors, I believe. And ooh, we didn't get all this done. What's going on here? What's this? Emergency equipment locker. Okay. This is the front of the deflector, and there's the Defiant, the Mad Fiant. She's a good looking ship. You should come over and check that out as well, or come onto the server and check that out as well. That was a very cool build to be involved with. Very proud of how that thing turned out. And Mad Squirrel, the Bomb, I Panicked myself, M. Heller, of course. We knocked that girl out of the park, I gotta say. And she is a good looking ship. You know, I could have sworn I'd actually started working on this. Yeah, I did. See, there it is right there. When I come up here, it's not the same. Huh. The wall is missing. Somebody's been playing with my ship. Okay. Whatever. We'll figure it out later. And it's probably him working on something. He's got some grand idea what he wants to do there. And I don't get in his way, because he's a couple lot better coming up with the stuff than I am. But yeah, look at this. You know, nice little corridor patterns here. This was a real pain. When I was setting up this hangar area, because it's not, you know, you got two different sides of the ship, or two different sides of the hangar, that have to work together and fit in the space. Getting all these angles and whatnot. Oh my god, somebody has gone through and replaced all those gray blocks. Oh no, that's actually above us. Never mind. Losing my thought here, getting lost on my own ship. On the ship. These things, I thought I was up here. I'm actually down here. But yeah, I had to fit all this stuff in trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. We finally got it done. But I'd say, all things considered, this was probably the most complicated part of the ship to build, was right through here. So, ooh, dead space. Where's that at? It's right here. Note to self, turn this into a bathroom. Okay, got it done. Figured out what we're gonna use it for. This is well, anyways, that was the hardest part of the ship to design because of the way it had to be laid out. It had to match over there, but be different. So it came across, or it came out well. I'm happy. This is a matter anti-mat. No, this is a. I want to say it's for the it is for the replicator system, but I'm not sure if it's organic or something. You know, something inorganic or organic. Anyways, it's for the replicator system. The mass replicator systems and stuff like that of the ship. See, these are things for those things. Transporters. Yeah, transporters. That's what those are for. Still have no idea what the hell these are, but you know, I made plans for them. They're all included. Got all this nifty stuff for them. So if they have a function, they now have tools to go with it, or equipment to go with it and stuff. Yeah. Little airlock thingy-majiggy there. I put this stuff into the little structural integrity fields thing. That's what it was labeled anyway, so that's what I went ahead and put in here. This, of course, is the main line to the from the warp core to the warp nacelles. And Jeffrey's tubes. Tanks. These were fun. Oh yeah. Yep. Actually, Imheller redesigned these. These are the MAD design, and then put them in here, and the old ones have been removed. Removed. Somewhere. What else was there I wanted to show you? Oh yeah, when I was working on originally setting up the ship, yeah, I kind of got some things wrong, but we went through and we fixed them, so they all worked out pretty good. The escape pods now properly eject where they're supposed to eject, and so on and so forth, which is cool, because beforehand they didn't properly eject. This one ejects down, and I used to thought they ejected out this way. They don't. They eject straight down, so all that was compensated for. Note to self, clean this up. I don't like this. In fact, shh. Nobody say anything. That shouldn't have been there. It's probably over here too. Go over and get rid of this as well. Okay. Now I'm happy. Actually, I'm not happy. I want this. I want this through here like that. Yeah, that makes me feel happy. Let's go over here. And in the end, all that matters is I must be happy. You know, that's it. In a nutshell. I don't care about anything else. I must be happy. It's an inside joke. Yeah, little things like this. Yeah. I'm thinking something like this, because that is actually goes out that way. So yeah, this can be filled in like so. Go ahead and just do these real quick here while I'm thinking about it. I don't like leaving empty space if I don't have to. You hear coughing in the background. That's just my nephew. He's got one of those bugs that are going around right now. I don't want it. He can keep it. You know, atrocities must stay healthy. That's rule number 2. Atrocities must stay healthy. Yeah, I don't like being sick. Being sick sucks, and I don't like things that suck. So, especially when it involves me being sick. Yeah, because then I don't feel like doing anything, and I don't feel like doing anything is not good for me. And again, rule number 1, you know, only do things that are good for me. Anywho, wow, there's a lot of interesting stuff back here. Oh, this is part of the landing gear setup. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, brother. I remember hours, literally hours working on this mess. But yeah, you know, if you take these things and you extend them out and properly unfold them, they are actual landing gear. So the ship can land. We have the gear. We have the technology. Damn it, Jim. Hell, I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it, Jim, we can land the ship. Why? Why would we want to land our spaceship when we have perfectly good transporters and a hangar bay full of shuttles? Because it's cool to land the spaceship on a planet? Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, I gotta say, the Voyager is a true multi-purpose vessel. It can land. It has a god-awful amount of cargo space. It has airlocks everywhere. So that, you know, you could launch troops into, you know, well, space marines to assault other ships. It can land. You can drop troops on the ground. It has massive cargo bays for troop equipment. So I think it's like an all-purpose starship. You know, like, you know, it's exploration, combat. You know, obviously they're pretty durable. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the Voyager, I really was not happy with the look of the ship on the show, and I thought it was kind of lazy looking. And over the years, it really has grown on me, and I think it has grown on quite a few other people, and especially with all the detail Amos put on this build, it really comes alive. I gotta say, just flying around it and looking at it like I'm doing right here, when she's all buttoned up and together, she is a very good looking ship. Granted, you know, it's Minecraft, so it's all blocky looking in areas, but from a distance, you know, she does a remarkable job of looking like something worthy of being, you know, in space. One thing I really would like to do is I'd like to drop the Aero Shuttle down and actually make sure we build that out very detailed. It's got to be so that when it's out, you know, when it's out here, it looks like it belongs out here, and when it's up in here, it looks like it belongs up in here. And it does look like it belongs up in there, but I would still like to drop it down and make it look good out as well as it does in. So, you know, it's just one of those things because, you know, you never really see this thing fly, and it is a really cool looking little ship. It's pretty sleek looking. It looks a hell of a lot better than that thing they flew out of the bottom of the Sovereign, or out of the Enterprise E. I think it was the E, the captain's yacht. And God, it's so much better looking than that nasty thing that's underneath the Enterprise D. But, yeah, this deflector rebuild was an interesting project too. You know, you sit here and you see these rough edges with all this blocks and stuff. Again, this is Minecraft, so this is what we have. And I had to go through here and completely rebuild this whole outer rim of this deflector dish here. And because it has this little divot, and I didn't catch it when I was building it, I just kind of rounded it off to make it look good. I figured it was an artifact of the bivoxing, moving the model into the Minecraft. I was wrong, and it cost me a lot of time, but it was a good learning experience, and I really enjoyed. The challenge was enjoyable, but the process of getting there was kind of a pain in the ass. But you know, in the end, it came together. It looked really good remade. I think it looked better remade than it did originally, because we were able to go through and tweak a lot of the details that need to be tweaked. And you know what? You know, that's part of the cooperative building process. You know, we make mistakes, we learn from them, we go on. Recent mistake, ironically enough, let me speed up here a little bit. Just remind me to turn it off when we get up here. Speed is my bane, as well as the compass of my existence. I was up here working, and I was telling him that I wasn't real happy about this space up here being used for structural integrity, because it was really a narrow space, and I really didn't think that the space under here could be utilized as a structural integrity field. And I wanted to rename it something else, something instead of it being a structural integrity field, something more like, you know, structural integrity support systems or something like that. Well, M was talking about we needed to change down here to get rid of some of the structural integrity stuff down here because it was kind of repetitive. And this is a deflector sensor area. Well, I got to get crossed, so I went up and I altered depth there, and M comes on. He's like, "Hey, you left me a sign saying you did this. You didn't do it. You know, you lied." I'm like, "No, I did it." And then I showed him what I did, and he's just like, you know, I don't know if you can imagine this or not, but if you could face palm in Minecraft, that was exactly what he was doing. He was like, "God damn it, atrocities. God damn it." Anyways, it took me about 3 minutes at most to undo my thingy. And then I was working in here with M on this stuff, and I had to take off. And I came back, and M had it all in and wired and set up. I'm not a real fan of this texture, but it does look good when it's properly used. And this is one of those cases where it looks really good in here. I'm just not a fan of the texture itself. To me, it looks, I don't know. It's nothing really wrong with it. It just doesn't fit for what we want to use it for. We need better design. I mean, we use it as a toilet. It's a honeycomb. I mean, it's more like armor. That's what it reminds me of. It looks like armor plating, and it doesn't look like wires or conduits. But it's still it does a good job, you know, for what it is. Another thing I kind of nerfed was in here when I mirrored this part of the ship. I did it in sections. I wanted to copy this over to this, then mirror this back over here. I got distracted while I was working on it, and I completely forgot to mirror this over there, so when I mirrored this to here, all this disappeared. And M comes on, he's like, "Hey, where's all my stuff at?" I'm like, "Stuff?" And I come over here and I look and was like, "Oh my god. God damn it, atrocities. God damn it." So, I have backup. So I pulled the backup and grabbed it and put the stuff back in here so M wouldn't have to roll the server back or be troubled with my mistake, cleaning up my mistake. But these things happen. You know, I mean, this is a very big build. We got several builds going on, and sometimes when you get distracted, I was helping, I think it was one of the cadets or somebody wanted to be in the cadet program or whatever it was, and I got talking to him, and I got myself distracted, and I lost focus, and when I lose focus, derp shit happens. So... and that was a derp shit move right there, as well as the deflector. But, you know, all things considered, the deflector actually came out to be a lot better deal. I think everything happens for a reason. And that was definitely, you know, a win in the end for all of us. Another one of my derp things was when I was doing this section here. I was not feeling good. I mean, I was literally just under the weather, not feeling good. And M came through and cleaned it all up and did a really nice job through here, fixing stuff up and set item frames, fixing stuff up so it looked good. Over in the Enterprise C, somebody had taken these damn item frames and just stuck them all over hell and back on that build. It took me 2 hours to clean them all up, and mostly on the port side. But yeah, I shot a video of me going through cleaning it up and stuff. Then I kind of realized, hey, I think somebody was nerfing with us here, or at least trolling us. And I don't know now. In retrospect, it could have been a trolling effect, or it just could have been somebody experimenting. And it just, you know, they got turned sideways or bumped off when the ship was moved around or something. Anyways, I went through and I cleaned all that I could find up. I'm sure there's still quite a few more out there that haven't been cleaned up yet. So, yeah, I put these in. Aren't they darling? I still would like to put something else in here to do with the impulse engines. Probably like a small exhaust reprocessor unit or something, just to fill up the space. It doesn't really need it. And in the deck plans, this is an empty area, so, but I just don't like leaving empty areas if I don't have to. Then again, I don't want to overfill them, you know, because then too much is sometimes too much, and too little sometimes is not enough. It's just a hard balance to meet. But yeah, see, there's a good example of perfect amount of stuff in a room, you know. But yeah, it looks really good through here. God, this was a pain too, because when the ship was together, it wasn't separated when I built this room out. I had to build this and fly around, and it was kind of hard to do, but it was easy enough to get it all put in together and looking good. I don't believe I did this. I don't know how that got there, but yeah, you know, it looks good that it is up there, though. You know, I gotta admit, that means they can. Oh yeah, it is there because it feeds to the system above it. Derp. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, it feeds up to this system up here, which is all tied in from Impeller. This is all Impeller stuff, and this is all stuff I did. So it's all interconnected and tied together. Looks really good. I think there's a fusion reactor back here somewhere. Maybe it's on the deck above us. Anywho, you know, I thought I fixed all this through here. Maybe it was the deck above I went through. Yeah, it was this deck I put all that stuff in. I'm going to leave the sand here because it's not hurting anything. I'm more worried about it falling and being a pain in the ass. That's why I went through and replaced it above it. I might go back and rework that again, that area again. So, but anywho, as far as this nacelle goes, I haven't really been in here for a long time, so, well, for a while. This is, I think, Mad and I Panic and DeBomb did all this. I know I Panic put a lot of work in through here, so, yeah, you know, it's kind of sad that he's not around anymore. God only knows what he's doing. Probably in jail. Yeah, knowing him, he's probably in jail. Got himself in some trouble. I gotta come through here and I gotta finish replacing all the magenta and stuff like that. Put up the walls where they belong to, supposed to be, and all that stuff. I fit this in. This is kind of a cool looking little contraption, though. You know, it does look kind of cool the way it's all situated in here. And this is part of the phaser system. And what else we got going? Oh, this is part of the impulse engine. I like you'll never see this detail on the inside of these things, but there it is. You know. You can see it, and that's what sets people apart. You know, and I come in here on these servers, excuse me, on this server, and work on stuff. They put this detail in. The joy of it all. This is where, you know, when you start seeing stuff like this come together, you just really, it steps up your game, and everybody else steps up their game, and it's so rewarding to see all aspects of a project come together and just work on, you know, but yeah, what it is, you know, cooperative build. Add more machinery above and below. Okay. I'll wait till the ship's put together before we do that. Anyways, before we do anything else, let's run through here. I'll show you real quick what I did on the Warspite, the Norway build. Kind of partly see what I did here, but I'm going to show you actually on the inside, which means we probably have to grab that. Make sure I have it selected. Oh, darn it. Escape. Try that again. Oh, the Voyager. What a build. And there's still so much left to do on that deck by deck. We're still only on like deck 4 or 5 up there, and still working on those decks too. See if we can get through here without breaking anything. And we did. I'm going to turn gamma bright off here. Before you can check out this hangar. This is a really nice hangar. Now I got to go back. Like I said, I'm definitely going to expand the cargo area to make it a lot bigger. Yeah, in retrospect, the cargo area should be 10 times as large as I made it, given the size of this hangar. But what I did is I came through here and I finally fixed all the walls and got all the placement correct for everything behind the shuttles here. Did all the racks, did all the back walling, all the materials that go in behind the back wall. I don't know who did this, but I really like how they did this. This probe launcher thing here. Look at this, isn't that cool looking? That's badass looking. But yeah, but how do you get up to that? That's a good question. Get to it from over here. I reworked this whole area through here. Beforehand it came out and was right along this wall, but I moved it back to this wall. Seemed like a better use of space. And then I just kind of, this is for the airlock here, and this of course is the torpedo launcher. I'll go back to the hangar here real quick. I'm keeping it kind of dark just so you get the ambiance of it all, but yeah, you step through here and into this one. I think there might put like another ladder or some system to get up in there, but as you can see, the shuttles have airlocks behind them, and basically I put all this stuff through here in. You know, when I walk down through here and I see this, it kind of reminds me of an old Star Wars game, Dark Forces. I don't know why, it just reminds me of Dark Forces. Just, I guess these blocks here and coupled with those just kind of reminds me of Dark Forces. But yeah, it is a huge hangar. It's a really nice hangar too. I gotta say, Mad and Panic and I did a really nice job in here on this. These are rescue shuttles, or Valkyries, versions of attack craft, but they're rescue vehicles like flying hospitals. These are whatever these are for, cargo. This, you won't see these stuff here. This will all be taken care of when the walls are in behind it and things. Assuming that this build ever gets finished. I hope it does get finished. I mean, I'll work on it as I get time. I'm sure Matt will put some time on it. If Panic ever comes back around, I'm sure he'll come through and put some time on it. That's a lighting artifact. We'll have all the lighting and stuff, the roof and stuff, all textured up and stuff, like have it all textured up like we have on other builds, so that it's not just all pumpkin lighting above us. You know, it'll have depth and feel. Again, this is just a lighting glitch. But anyways, this is the worst bite. Let's see if I can get out of here without breaking anything. No, I'll try. Ooh, wait, what? Come on, damn it. Forget it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what that area was that we saw for a split second. It looked like it was unused space. I think what it is part of the other thing over there I missed. Anywho, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Again, this is the Mindtrack.net game server, and this is 60 frames per second. Hopefully it looks better than the previous videos have on YouTube, but then again, YouTube compresses everything even if it is rendered. So we will see. We will see. Yes, we will. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day.